A fun day. Already hiding the screen. Okay, here we go. Starting. Close, connect. Okay, so today is an exciting day. I'm getting down to the wire with building out Remake and making sure everything works. I'm just posting this a few different spots, make sure people have it. Okay, so right here, hey, I'm live streaming a landing page build and some coding for an upcoming product. Feel free to join. Okay, post that, close that, and I'm going to say live streaming now. Boom, 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 boom. I don't think anyone's here yet. Live stream started. Okay, there we go. I hate those little previews that pop up afterwards. Okay, cool. So the live stream's working. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna. I got a lot of stuff to figure out. Most of, I think, my time today is just going to be working on this landing page because I just got to focus and get it done. Because once this is done, I can send it out to people to get feedback and then kind of work on the next thing. Okay, so that's good right there. Okay, so I need to come up with these illustrations. But first, before I do anything, I'm going to duplicate this file and do like a v2, and I'll switch back to the old one, close it. Okay, so I have this giant landing page, and I talked with someone I trust yesterday, my wife actually, and she told me that she thought that this landing page, hey Alfred, how's it going? She told me that this landing page was just way too long. Like, she thought it was going to end after several points. So, like, she was up here, and she was like, oh, okay, I thought this was it. I thought this was the whole landing page. And then she, like, scrolled down a little bit. She was like, oh, okay, yep, okay. And then she, like, thought that was it. And then she scrolled down, saw these features. She was like, okay, that's it. Or at least this is it, right? I mean, you're asking them to sign up. Boom, you got it, you're done. But then I told her, no, it's more. And so she scrolled down here. She's like, yep, okay. And then she scrolled down more. She's like, oh, okay, well, this is kind of nice, I guess. But maybe get rid of this. And then she scrolled down more. She saw the testimonial. She's like, oh, that's great. And then another one. Why do you have another email sign up? Oh, and then this is just way too much. Like, now you're telling me new steps? Like, you already told me these steps. Why do I need these steps too on the same page? She was just like, maybe this is just too much for one page. And I tend to agree with her on this particular point. So I think what I might do something pretty standard here. So I might do, let's see, let's bring back our text controls, make this really big, and make this bold. What I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to have a home page, and then I'm going to have a features page, and then I'm going to have an examples page, and then I'm going to have a pricing page, and then we'll have documentation and blog. And I guess we don't really need a link to GitHub, but I would like it to be there. Okay, so since this is the version 2, I can get rid of anything I don't really need, and I can just start playing around with this. And I like this idea of splitting up the pages, so that's what I'm going to do. Alfred, it's just me and you right now. Okay, so I think it's kind of too early for other people, I guess. Okay, so now we have these 2 pages. I'm going to make, oh wait, actually, I got to change the navigation first. Okay, so let's do home. So we're going to have home, where did this go? Okay, so we're going to have home, features, examples, pricing, documentation. I don't know if pricing is a good idea, unless I just cross it all out, right? Like unless I have like maybe just the middle one, and then it's like, I don't know, $20 a month, and it's just like crossed out with a big X, and it's like free until like 2020 or something. I don't know, something like that. Like free for a year for anyone who signs up today, or something like that, right? Would that sell people on it? I kind of think so. Okay, let me think. I'm going to a startup page. I like what they are selling, but it's a commitment to learn it. I see they have a pricing page. It makes me a little skeptical. Hey VNK, hey Virgo Pros, hey Winsock. So I see they have a pricing page. It makes me a little skeptical because it's like a new technology that I'm gonna have to learn anyways. So I go to the pricing page, and on the pricing page it says, open source framework with paid deployments, something like that. So it says something like open source framework, inexpensive hosting, or affordable. Affordable is the right one. Affordable hosting. So something like that on the home page, right? And then we've got a couple options. So it says like $5. No. It'll say like free, 1 app, no custom domain, and then like $10 a month, up to 3 apps, and our custom domain, and then like, I don't know, $50 a month. And we'll say like up to 10 apps and a custom domain and tools to start, or like subscriptions, like SaaS subscriptions built in for your business. I don't know, like how does Billin describe itself? Drop in, so SaaS subscriptions built in, something like that. SaaS subscriptions built into your web app. Okay, let's decrease the width of this so that we can read it. Something around there. So if I saw that and then like these were all crossed out and it was just like, crossed out free, and then like under the last one it would say like coming soon, I guess. But it would also be like, I don't know, crossed out free. And then at the top, I think it would say, I think this would be crossed out. And it would say free hosting for early adopters for 1 year. Something, I don't know, something like that, right? Maybe not that long. Maybe like 6 months. Free hosting for early adopters for the first 6 months, something like that. And then I think that would sell me on it more because then I know, like, I would be more confident in a service that has a sustainable, like at least a path to a sustainable business model than one that's giving a service away for free and setting no limits. Okay, and we'll put that there, and we're gonna put an arrow and just point it like that, because this isn't text that we're including, it's just a reason for having this pricing page. So I think it would add confidence to the right people. You know, it's not going to add confidence to people who just like, you know, want to use a free service, right? Like they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have to pay for this eventually. That kind of stinks, you know? But like, and I guess pricing, I like pricing. Let's put at the top maybe like, how does Zeit world-class static hosting, all-in-one solution for performance-obsessed teams. Okay, how does Heroku describe itself? It's an application platform. Oh, I can't get to the front page. That's great. Heroku. Okay. Yep, okay, so it's not really about deployment anymore, I guess. It's on your apps. Sure. Okay, not really what I'm interested in. Let's go to Firebase actually, because I think that they know what's up. Mobile and web app teams succeed, sure. We're going to go to pricing. Hosting? That's not exactly what we want. Let's go to the homepage again. Okay. Comprehensive app development platform. Extensions, integrations. This is a beautiful homepage. I like this. They don't have anything about hosting. Okay, what's another? I guess Zeit, and there's another one for static site, Netlify. So how did they describe themselves? One workflow from local development to global deployment. Okay, pricing. Deploy your web apps. Yeah, okay, I like that. So it should just be like, I think that's a good headline. So we'll just say, deploy your web apps. Remake web apps? Deploy remake web apps. And then we'll have the like subheading. So this will be the heading. Open source framework, maybe not cross out affordable hosting. Yeah, let's not cross out this part, right? And we'll say, we'll do like free like this, and we'll rotate it a little bit, and we'll, oh, this is unfortunate. So let's copy this, paste this, cross out the affordable. I don't know if that's the right word to cross out, but we'll try it for now. Okay, so we've got affordable. Oh yeah, it might be my end too. My streaming hasn't been working very well ever since the Catalina update. OBS has been crashing every once in a while. I think, oh, I have 0 drop frames though, that's good. What's going on with your Twitch? Free hosting, and then we'll say something like this. 1, 2. For early adopters. I think something like that. I don't know. It's a little weird actually, but I don't know. You kind of get the point. So, and then these will be the plans. I think it kind of makes sense. I think it does give you a little bit of confidence. I'm gonna just go with it. Let's just go with it, right? It's really not gonna take that much to put together a pricing page because we already have the template. We already have the template and everything, so I guess there's no real sign up though. Like you can't really sign up for an account here. You have to go through the CLI. So I don't know, I'll have to change that, think about that. This might be too much to take on, the pricing page. So I'm not positive about that. But we are definitely gonna do the features page and the examples and the documentation and the blog. That's a lot to have in the single heading. Home, features, examples, pricing. I feel like that's kind of enough. I like the home and features. I like the pricing. I'm a little curious about if we can put the examples on another page. So if on this page, if on this page we have this and maybe a testimonial, maybe we can link to the examples somewhere from this page. And then it's just home features. I don't know. I kind of want to, like, as a potential user, I kind of want to see the examples. I also definitely want to see the documentation. I think home, features, documentation, examples could be linked to in the feature section. Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. I do like that idea. But would I put them at the top or the bottom? I mean, I guess I'd have to put them on the bottom of the features page. Yeah. I think I just want to keep things simple, you know? I think that's a good idea. Okay, so let's say home features. I really want documentation there. I think the pricing page might give confidence to some people that this is like at least planning to be a sustainable project. So we'll get rid of examples. Let's say we just had this. Let's see how long this is. So we're going to get rid of this GitHub link. We'll find somewhere else to put the GitHub link. So, and we're gonna take out the blog too, actually. Um, so we're gonna say home. Oops, what happened to? Why couldn't I delete? Okay, weird. Okay, home. Oh man, this is so weird. Are these tabs here? No, those are spaces. So why when I delete here? Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Are these spaces over here? This is so weird. Like there's nothing over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spaces. Okay, so we're gonna do, oh, weird, it collapses them. Oh, it's right aligned. It's right aligned, that's why. So now okay, got it. Okay, so that was the issue. So we'll do home, then features. It probably should be right aligned too, but whatever. So home, features, pricing. I don't know. What do you think, Steven? Do you think pricing makes sense to have on like an early product? Does it give you like any more faith in it or no? Pricing. Oh wait, documentation. Documentation. And then the last one is, oh, we don't need the blog. Okay, okay. Well, just like it's going to be free for like the next like 6 months, like the foreseeable future. So I guess that's why I was wondering if it made sense to even put it there. But I respect companies that actually have pricing there. Like I'm more likely to use them if they have like a sustainable business model, you know? I want to be able to rely on them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This just looks so much different than this. But it's the same amount of space because it's just because this one has the background. Okay, that's fine. So home, features, pricing, documentation. I like that. And then if you go to the documentation, then you can get to the GitHub. The other option, I guess, let's actually give this a slight gradient. Okay. Yep. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I like it too. Okay, so let's go here. Go maybe something like that. Okay, so the question is, do we put this join the launch live stream thing up there? I do kind of like it. It like makes it feel like it's alive, like people are joining in on it, you know, and I think, you know, hopefully we're going to get some visitors, you know, to the live stream, so that would be good. But then could I put the GitHub up there? Not really, right? I can't just like stick the GitHub link up there. That doesn't really make sense. So I could put the GitHub link on the page and push the navigation down, right? I could put like a GitHub link up here. I'm just thinking like if I'm looking at an open source product, I'm gonna know it's open source the minute I see the GitHub link, you know? And like that's kind of like the first place I'm gonna go as a developer. So I do think I want it there. It's just like it's such a key thing for me. So I think it's going to be a key thing for other people too. So let's see. I'm going to do GitHub badge SVG. I don't think this is it. Nope. No, I just want a okay, GitHub logo SVG. Yeah, I just downloaded this yesterday too. I want the cat with the logo though. I don't know why it's so hard to get. Whatever, I have it down here in SVG already, so I'll just have to grab it here and then put it into its own box up here. So I'll paste that, bring it forward. Let's drag it off the page, wrap it in its own box, push it back, make the box this color, and then, oh, the logo and the color were different, weird. Okay, so then we're gonna fill it with white. There we go. And I think, this looks like the spacing is a little off. Not terribly though. Maybe there. And there. And yeah, like that. That doesn't look bad. So we'll group that and then we'll make it smaller. Maybe 50. Yeah, I like a height of 30px. It's a nice, like, clickable button. And then the idea is we would put it up here. So, let's see. We got a height there. Okay, nice. So now we're going to put this down near the top of the page. I think 19 is decent. And now we have to zoom all the way up on our giant page and drag all of this stuff and not, well, we'll get the GitHub logo in there too. And then we'll just deselect the GitHub logo and, oh, I got this background too. Oh, that's fine actually. So we'll push this down. I think somewhere around there. Let's see, 22? 22 is a good number, I think. And then this background is what we're looking for. Drag it up there. Okay, so now, yeah, it doesn't look great to me. It looks like it just like shit on the page, right? Like it's like, oh, I'm pushing down the whole page. I guess if there was more going on up here, it would make sense. But I like at least would want to drag this top, and then it's not aligned with the navigation. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, yeah. Geez. So what I could do, I could just replace the documentation link with a GitHub link, but I really think the documentation is going to be much higher quality than what's on the GitHub page. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just have the GitHub link on the documentation page. So it's not going to be on the home page, which is unfortunate because I think it's great for developers, but it's cluttered. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, so yeah, let's. There we go. Okay, let's I'm gonna edit this a little bit. Down just a little bit, just so it's not so harsh of a gradient. I think that's nicer. I still don't know about this button that join the launch live stream. It's actually pretty good, and I really gotta just hurry and implement all this stuff. Okay, so home, features, pricing, documentation. I think that's fine. And then we'll have the GitHub link on the documentation page. That's fine. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's like so many calls to action. There's already so many calls to action here. That's fine. Commander Root, welcome to the stream. Okay, so now we've got the navigation. So now we're going to make another page. And this page is going to be the features page. So we're just going to go in here, we're going to grab all these features, and we're just going to delete them. Boom, gone. So this is like the launch homepage. So like I'm just preparing for launch day, which is next Friday, and that's going to be like 24 hours of me being incredibly panicked. And then yeah, right after the live stream, I'll hide that top area. Yeah, because it will no longer be the launch. And I think actually, you know, it's a good idea actually to put that back whenever I'm live streaming. I'll have to figure out a way to automate that. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so now we've got the features page over here. So we can delete this stuff. Oh, shoot. You know what? You know what? I kind of want to like send this to you guys. Actually, I'll send it to you guys after I finish this initial version. Because I think otherwise it's going to be, yeah, it's not going to make sense. I mean, I want to get your feedback on the different sections, but that's okay. We can wait on that. So I think I just delete all this. I can add a section to the top of this page, but I don't think it makes sense. I guess this one makes sense, right? Maybe. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad for like a heading for the features page. And it kind of comes into it, like with a gradual gradient. Let's see. That, well, I mean, it's just the gradient. I'm not going to have, I think. I don't know. I might prefer it without, actually. Let's try it without first. So now we've got the features, which I still need to work on. So I'll drag those to the top. Okay, so this would be the page. So you'd come here, the features would be selected. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this would be the features page. The features page would be selected. It would still say join the launch live stream. Then it would say remakes features. Keeping things easy on the brain. I'm not sure if that's the final subheading for this page, but it's the subheading right now. Just make sure those are centered. And then it would say remake in the top left, and then we would say easy editing, 0 config sortable items, sign up, login, already done. Sign up and login. Maybe something like that sounds better. No hassle state management. I think data management is going to make more sense to people. I don't know. I think data management, so it's a tiny bit more beginner friendly. Easy and free hosting. And then I think after that, we'll have the example apps. Okay, so we'll drag this here. Something like that. What's possible, example remix apps. I like that. Batteries included. The battery included framework. We'd have to change this subheading, but I do like that idea. Let's see, 16 and 90. Okay. If anyone has an idea for a new subheading, let me know. I'll be thinking about one. Well, there have to be some things we disagree on, don't you think? Yeah, no, totally. I don't know what they are yet. Okay, so Then I think we're gonna move. This testimonial up here, and I think we'll back it. We'll give it a background. Let's see. I don't know, somewhere around there. And this isn't the final color, obviously. That looks not great. We could maybe go for this color. I keep wanting to go back to this purple color, but I think it doesn't fit. Oh shoot! I just instead of copying, I just dragged the top area entirely. Okay, there we go. Okay, so something like this, and we'll try the purple, but I think we're going to need to lighten the purple, or the pinkish purple. Yeah, because it doesn't really work, but maybe if we just bring it in here. I don't know. It's not bad. We'll leave it for now. It's not great, but it's not bad. Okay, and we'll decrease the height to that. I think the testimonial goes there, not positive on that. And then I think we're gonna do this one. So this is one that I worked on yesterday. I worked very hard on it, so please try not to shit on it too much. It actually might make sense to... I don't know if this belongs on the home page. It's a little technical. This might actually belong on the documentation page, to be honest. But I don't know what goes on the home page then, because we moved the features. Yeah, it does. It feels too technical. I guess this one could go up there. This image isn't final, by the way. It's probably not going to be the image that goes. But it's nice to have a filler image. So maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's this one. This seems like too much to ask of people before actually explaining the framework, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of okay. I don't know. I can't get around that like Remake is mostly about the features. Maybe the features belong on the home page. Or maybe we need a new fucking section, which would actually be awful because I thought it was almost done. But we could maybe have a quick section. Like this is not enough. This feels kind of, I don't know, dead. It's okay, right? And these images are filler too. But Remake is a full-stack server-rendered framework that uses data attributes to bring web app capabilities to HTML templates. Not great, a little technical. It's going to be great for the technical audience, though. Remake lets you convert your website building skills into web app making skills, so you can ship real web apps in days instead of months. It's kind of cool, I guess. Who is it for? Remake is for anyone who wants to get an idea out of their heads and into user hands. This includes people who are new to code. I guess what this could be, actually, is 3 different large sections, right? Like I could have this type of section where these are like big second paragraph needs a see how link. This one? Yeah, I agree. But what I'm thinking is I could split these out into 3 different things of like larger sections, and then boom, bang, boom. And then the first one could link to like, I don't know, the features page maybe, and the second one could link to the documentation, and the third one could link to, or is this one the one that you said learn how? I don't know, but like 2 of them could go to the documentation or something. And then this page, pricing, this could go on the pricing page, actually. Let's grab this pricing page. And I think it goes before the Your Questions Answered section. So ignore that this is not using the Remake branding for now. I'm going to drag this down, and then we're going to drag this over. And I think it'll have its own background or something, I guess. Yeah, it has to have its own background, I think. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We'll just give it this this background for now. It's not going to work long term, but that's okay. So do something like that. No, it doesn't work on the pricing page. It doesn't. It really just doesn't work on the pricing page. There needs maybe. It would work, I think, actually, on the features page. Features page is going to be long then. And this color just isn't working at all. I don't even know what to put here. This is a little stressful right now. It's not too bad, but it's a little stressful just thinking about everything I gotta do. And like this is supposed to take at max today, and like I'm supposed to send this out to people today, so I'm getting a little nervous, but it's fine. This is super, super important, so it's worth it. Okay, so we'll drag this in here, and we'll delete it here, and we can drag these guys back up. So it's a simpler page. I still feel like maybe there should be a different page. You know what? Maybe I don't even link to the. No, I gotta link to the documentation. But I'm thinking maybe there's a getting started page. You know, like that's kind of like an intro to the documentation. You know, for newer people. But oh my goodness, I'm getting in over my head right now. But it could just be this mostly. You'd reduce the features page to 3 or 4 big selling points and then list more generic features in a bulleted list linking to their corresponding docs. I mean, I kind of have reduced it to 5 selling points. I mean, it could be 4, but would you still use these big sections that I have? I kind of like them in big sections because they're all kind of major features. I think they're all kind of important. I think what I might want to do, I think what I actually want to do is have a getting started page, and then that would include. So if I had a getting started page, that would include like maybe like a newsletter sign up. So that like, you know, you could follow along with lessons because the newsletter is mostly around having lessons. But first it would have, like you were saying, the links to the documentation. So it would have a list of like major features, I guess. But most importantly, it's going to have like a simple explanation of like how to get started, right? So it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, if there's 5 steps, right? And like 1 is like download Remake. 2 is like watch a tutorial video, or like follow the tutorial maybe. 3 is like generate the starter. 4, I don't know, modify, like build, I don't know, build your own app. I don't know if that's a step. And I don't know if we can simplify this. I know we have this like 1, 2, 3 thing, but like I think this isn't detailed enough, but it might be. This might be enough. And then like, yeah, and I think this is like, I don't know, like maybe, yeah, maybe it's like 10-minute quick start or something. But I was thinking about having that in the documentation. What are the prerequisites to downloading Remake? You have to have npm. Yeah, the primary user is gonna, I think they're gonna know about npm. I think this is mostly going to be for developers, but there are going to be some users who don't know about npm and they're going to have to install it. So it might be actually good to have that there too. That just, yeah, that adds a little bit to the steps, but I guess it could be like a pretty detailed getting started thing. But I guess I was hoping that could just live on the documentation page and maybe it would be kind of the front page of the docs, right? Like it is now, right? Like if we go to remake the web, it's kind of be like this, getting started. And maybe the first step is just, yeah, I agree. There should be something like that. Full stack server rendered Node.js framework. There you go. I added it. Um, okay. I do like the features page. I think this is doing, I think I'm happy with that. I think I do maybe need a getting started page, but that's going to be on the documentation page, so maybe we just save that for that. I guess I don't have to use this deploy your own app thing. Although, you know what? I could have like nested pages here where like you can't get to them from the main nav. But like there's a deployment page, right? So like let's delete this content because we're not going to work on the pricing page yet. We can just rename this deploy. Yeah, but I think, so this is going to be in the documentation though, and I'm not sure, I mean, I could do a fancy design in the documentation page, but I'm not sure it's going to be the highest priority. Yeah, let's table this for now. I don't know where it's going to live, but that's fine. So let's see. We have a few problems here. So one is that I really want this to be included somewhere. The bring your vision to life. But I don't think it can go on the home page. I don't think there's enough on the home page. I don't know. Okay. What does the home page need? Yeah, oh yeah, we were talking about this, about splitting this up into 3 different sections. I actually really like that idea because it's talking about kind of more along the lines of benefits. Let's do this as sections. So we're going to do this. And this one. I like this. Okay, so we're gonna do something like this. And then let's, I don't know where the what's possible is gonna go. It might go on the home page actually. So let's drag this down here. Okay, so now we're gonna have 3 sections. These are gonna be converted into this. And then we're going to have the testimonial afterwards. So let's drag this down. And I don't think this testimonial is the right color, but we can worry about that in a second. Learn at your own pace. Yeah, and I think one sign-up form on every page is enough. Okay, so let's think about how to split these out. So we need to fill up a lot of content, but it's not like, I don't know enough about Remake to fill it out. So let's see what happens. And these images, once again, are just fillers. These are not the final images. Okay, so we'll say built for busy small teams. Okay, so built for... So we want to explain like what it is. I think it's front and center. So we'll say like full stack Node.js, full stack Node framework. I kind of like that because I think especially for technical people, it's going to be like the first thing they want to know. And if this is at the top of the page, it's going to be key. Like I don't like as a developer, I don't want to know get a project into people's hands by tomorrow. I mean, it sounds great, right? But like, what do you do? What are you, right? And then it explains a little bit, but then the next thing I want to know is like, okay, what actually is it? So maybe we'll have like work faster here. Full stack node framework. I like that. I think it's clear. I don't know. Maybe we change it. Full stack node framework. Server rendered. Classic. I think classic is good. Classic server rendered backend. So your web apps always load fast. Handlebars, templating. I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense to put that. Classic server rendered backend. Classic server rendered backend. And dynamic editing built in. So your web apps always load fast. And your user experience is so your web apps always feel modern and powerful. I think that's good for now. I mean, I'm going to get tons of feedback on this, so that's, yeah. And you guys can feel free to give feedback too. Server render templates with built-in client-side editing for a delightful development experience. Client-side editing. Oh, that's great. Dude, Steven, you're really, honestly, awesome. Yep. Awesome. Whew, man. I like whenever I work with people, yeah, whenever I work with people, and they like give me like as helpful feedback, like as consistent as you're giving it to me, I'm always like, man, you would be like, I feel like you would be like my first hire. You know, like if I got a few $1 million in funding tomorrow, and I've only felt like that a few times where I'm like, yes, this person would be my first hire. I think I've only felt it like 2 other times. And I've worked with a lot of freelancers. Um, but yeah, I mean, not to say that you would want to work with me or whatever, but like, you've been incredibly helpful. I really appreciate it a lot. Um, okay, so nice. Um, okay, full stack node framework. I think this kind of sells it in a way, even though it's not a salesy thing. I think for developers, it's gonna. I just worry about beginners a little bit because I do want to attract beginners, but it's clear, it's to the point. I'm gonna leave it for now. The marketing people and the sales people I'm talking with are definitely gonna have a fit about this, getting so technical in the front, of everything, but that's okay. For these sections, I'm not exactly sure. I think we can talk about features here, right? Like we can repeat content, I think. Um, so I think we can say like editable areas built in, and then we can, I think, just copy this text for now. Maybe not like the super best thing to do, but um, yeah, probably not the best thing to do. But I think for now it's okay. It's like it's good filler because it lets us know what we kind of want to put in there eventually. Yeah, no, totally. I feel that. It's what I refer to as the doing other people's homework problem. I remember when I was young and I was looking over someone's shoulder, I'd just be like, "Oh yeah, it's A. Oh yeah, it's just like 372. It's easy." But when I was like doing my own, it was just like a constant struggle of like boredom and monotony and just like trying to get to the next one. But if I'm looking over someone's shoulder, it's like, yep, no, I got this. Easy peasy. um, Edible areas. Um, and then we'll say um, user accounts. Uh, huh. How about maybe batteries included? Full stack node framework? That's too much though. Batteries included node framework? Uh, it would just be nice to have a reference to this because we're listing the features down here. Um, hmm. Batteries included full stack framework, and they don't know it's Node. And I can increase the width of this. No, that doesn't read as well. I just wish we here. This is it. There we go. Nice. Same same exact time. That's awesome. I was actually thinking you might say that too as you were saying it. That's really funny. Um, okay, so user accounts. We'll say something like, I guess we'll just copy whatever's here. Um, so like email and password, sign up and log in, ready to go from your first line of code. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing right now. user accounts. Just because, like, my primary goal is just to get this passed off to other people to give feedback, and I'll do it like once or twice over after this. But if we have the pieces in place, this is really what's going to matter. And I think I want to emphasize the hosting. So I think we'll say, not automatic deployments, not simple deploy. I don't know. What does Zeit say? Again, platform. What do they say? World-class static hosting? That doesn't. I mean, zero config. I feel like they used to have a better homepage. Deploy your website for free. Yeah, so I put email and password here. So I put some details. Deploy instantly, I guess. And we'll say, after you have a Remake app, it's just a single command to deploy it. Okay, and then we'll say, deployment documentation, or maybe just how to deploy. Learn, get more info. I don't know, deployment documentation. It's a little too technical, too very syllabalistic words. I wonder if that's a word. Syllabalistic. Nope, it's a band. Okay, so I think that's good. I really, really, really like this being spelled out instead of in this tiny box. That feels so much better to me. Yeah, alphabet acrobatics. Nice. Okay, so then the next one is, why is it special? Remake lets you convert your website building skills into web app making skills so you can ship real web apps in days instead of months. Okay. I'm going to just put like superpowers here, even though that's not going to be the final, label there. And I'll say HTML plus CSS equals web app. Superpowered HTML. I don't know. I mean, whatever, right? I mean, it's just to try to get the point across right now. It's not the final copy. But I'm going to show this to lots of people. So yeah, I keep repeating that. I kind of like this, right? It kind of really gets the point across. Yeah, and then I think we can just put this in here. Remake lets you convert your website building skills into web app making skills. I think that could be improved, but again, not going to worry too much about it. And then I think this should be something about how easy it is to use. And I have a testimonial that I don't have permission to use yet, but I don't think you'd mind if I showed it on stream. Oops. So I'm gonna go into it. Where is it? Remake. It's not this one, but it's another one that's like this. Feedback. Have you used it yet? Just curious. Sergey, here we go. Okay. So he says you are the solution to modern front-end frameworks. The anti-modern front-end framework. Because I could use as many testers as possible right now. I actually probably haven't gotten as many people. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, do, do, do. Okay, so I'm not gonna like quote him or anything. Um, but I'm gonna just put in like a fake testimonial right now. So like once I learned the syntax, I was able to build a fully working web app in 3 days. With React, it would have taken 6 months. Okay, and we'll just like leave this here. And I'm not gonna actually put the once I learned the syntax because that cuts it down. At least 6 months. That's fine. Something along those lines would be great. And then connect with customers and grow faster. Okay, so I don't know what I'll put here. A better way to build, maybe? Or like a more sustainable web app or architecture. A sustainable architecture. I don't know if that makes sense, if that's true, because the framework's probably going to change pretty quickly, at least at first. So maybe like a smarter, simpler architecture. Okay, sure. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't compete directly with React. It's just supposed to be much faster for building simpler apps than React. So maybe like a simple web app in 3 days. Yeah, because I don't want to give the wrong impression. Like this is not a replacement for React. So yeah, I should like put in hints about that in different places. Okay, cool. Okay, so then the last one is going to be who is it for? So Remake is for anyone who wants to get an idea out of their heads and into users' hands. This includes people who are new to code. Virgo Pros and VNK, welcome to the stream. I think I already welcomed you actually. Okay, so who is it for? It's for anyone who wants to get an idea out of their head and into users' hands. This includes people who are new to code. Curious if I should have used this section as the first section, because it has the, I don't know. We can always retrofit it. Okay, so we'll just use this section for now. Although, it might be interesting to reverse these. What do you think about this? So I do like the full stack node framework being first, but the benefit is getting the product into people's hands very soon. What do you think about putting that first? And then we show our best asset at the top. So we have this with a little illustration over here, a little, you know, like bullet points over here, and then the screenshot is the Trello clone which I don't know if you've seen, but it's been recently updated. And it looks awesome now. Let me see, where is it? It's not there. Here it is. HTML files no longer open in Chrome. It's very annoying. But yeah, here. So it's not going to look exactly like this, but it's going to look pretty similar to this. And I can take a screenshot of it and show it right next to the top. I guess I'm just curious, like, should it go at the top or should it go lower down on the page? Full stack node framework. I kind of think that maybe it should go higher up, right? Maybe this should be last and the benefit should be first. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's delete this. We're gonna move this down here. Maybe a little bit higher. Okay, we'll put this right here. So now we'll have the screenshot. Let's, this is just a filler screenshot. You know, like this is not the final version or anything, but it'll be just nice to have an idea. Oh my goodness, what is this even doing? I don't think it's doing the right thing. Oh, it did. It did do the right thing. Okay, perfect. So yeah, it'll just be good to have this somewhere. So let's go into Dropbox, not camera uploads, screenshots, I think, nope. Where did it download it to then? Oh, here we go. Okay, here. So we'll decrease the height of this until it's the same height as this. And they have a shadow on it, so let's add a shadow to ours. And we've got 597 as the height. 597. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. Okay, 2. I think I just did 2. Nope, it was 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So something like this. It's probably going to be larger. Actually, let's actually just make it larger, right? So the height and the width. The height is 597. Okay, so let's put this back. Group these together. Do a mask, and then we'll increase this to 597. Oops. 597. Oh, and weird. It's there we go. Okay, so I think I don't know why. What is this? What is going on? Huh. Okay, let's undo this. What? Oh. Did it? Yeah, it didn't take the screenshot how I wanted it to. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do that. Okay. This isn't it. Oh, because it's a different screenshot tool. Jeez. Very weird. Okay, so 597. So let's go into our screenshots. Grab this. Oh, we're almost there. 597. And we'll paste the style onto it. It didn't work. Okay, copy style, paste style. Okay, Great. Align top, align left. This is not like a final screenshot, but it looks much better than it did before. Let's do that and crop. Okay, so something like this, and then it's going to say who it's for, but kind of in a featureful way. So Remake is for anyone who wants to get an idea out of their heads into users' hands. This includes people who are new. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's part of the reason I got it redesigned. Like I didn't design this. I got someone to design it, and she's a really talented designer. And I knew it, this would be used on some of the marketing pages, so it was very important to have it look nice. Okay, so we're gonna say something about the features, something about who it's for, and we can't just repeat this. And I would prefer to have something about the framework and a platform piece. Maybe like something like a platform for, or something like, or maybe like a low-code platform for makers. It's not bad. A low-code platform. But it doesn't really describe who it's for. So, I think it's for the same market as people who use, not Coda, but like Webflow. I think like Webflow is kind of in the middle, right? Squarespace is more like no code. Webflow is a little bit more towards the code, but I think it's even more than that. I think it's a little bit more technical than that. I think, let me see. Craft CMS is I really respect their marketing. And then there's also Vapid CMS I really like. And I'm just trying to think, what is like another thing in this space? There is the, what is it called? Inertia.js. I respect their marketing. I don't think it's the best, but I think it's pretty good for developers. And I think Firebase is kind of right on target, but I don't know if Firebase, I don't think they really put a ton of effort into marketing. They're kind of like, you already know about us, come switch, you know? Like they're not just really trying to sell you on this that much.
Developing a successful app isn't easy. To reach a broad audience, you'll need to consider your backend will have to scale. This is why
Yeah, it's a lot about scaling. Let me think. What's one other one that's kind of along the same lines? Mavo definitely, but it's not focused on like building products. Oh, Glide apps. I think this is much more no code. Yeah, this is nice. They have nice marketing too. Oh my goodness. Oh, the sites I'm competing with. I mean, not super competing with, but I don't like this tagline. I don't think that's. I understand why they have it, but I think it's just as useful for building a website for yourself. I think they're underselling themselves with this. I think it should be like build a website builder in HTML or something. It is kind of, but it's very geared towards building website builders and not building web apps. So I think long term will diverge quite a bit. But Yeah, it's pretty similar, actually. It's really similar. I reached out to him and I was like, hey, we should talk. We're building kind of similar software, and he didn't respond. So I think it's probably because we're too similar. Um, this is really nice. Look at this illustration. Jeez, it's like so sharp, this illustration. Um, that's nice too. Yeesh. Craft has great marketing. Jeez. Okay. So they don't really talk about their. Yeah, this I feel like is a much stronger headline actually for them. I think that should be at the top. Um, hmm. How about like create a web app? No. We want to talk about the audience. How do we talk about the audience? It's like indie makers, right? Uh, indie maker, indie maker, indie maker, indie maker. Maker mag. There we go. How to set actionable goals. Work. I wonder what platform this is. It's an interesting way to sell it. I mean, I don't have a CS degree. I don't even have a degree. I should put that, building a platform for developers without a degree. I guess I have a high school. Well, high school is just a diploma. It's not a degree. Build habits. Not really a lot about development here. I think Dev 2 might be a better community. Launching. Okay, well, indie hackers is definitely the right market. Okay, let's search for coding in here because maybe someone will have a question about coding and they'll describe themselves in a way that'll make it easy to self-identify, or like for them to self-identify with the copy we're doing. Coding hard. I guess it could just be like the framework, no, the platform for indie makers. The web app platform for indie makers. Yeah. I don't know, maybe. I don't want it to just be for indie makers though. Let's try it again. Easily. I like this one. I guess I really need to decide who my customer is. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta just use the restroom real quick. Hello, I'm back. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the customer. So the customer is, thanks, Andrew. So the customer is like a developer um, who is incredibly frustrated by how much setup uh, time is required for building a web app. By how much time it takes to just set up a web app project. Okay. Now this is one type, and that's me, right? So that's why I kind of understand the market, because I'm tired of like building out basically like a really nice design, coding it up in HTML and CSS, and still not being done, right? Like there's still like more than probably 60%, 70% of the work still to do. You gotta add front end state, you gotta add some kind of database, some validation, user accounts, some security, then you gotta deploy it. It's like all those can take, if it's a fairly complex app, it can take like 20 hours each at least, and that's on the low side. It's probably more like, 5 weeks each or something, like if you're talking about maybe not deployment, might not take that long if you're using like a service, I guess. But like, I don't know, user accounts could take a couple weeks if you're not used to doing it. And I think server configuration could take a couple weeks. State management, splitting things up into components. It depends on how complicated your app is. But for the type of app that Remake excels at, which is like, maybe like a 5 or 10 page app that has like very simple views, probably take you at least 10 to 12 weeks. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. I'm kind of curious if I should replace this top headline with something along those lines. But I do kind of like appealing to people who want to build stuff fast. But here, I don't think I can put that here because I want to talk to the audience here. But I like that quote. Dynamic web apps as a service. It does really capture it. I'm just not sure people will understand what that means, Dynamic web apps as a service, like it's kind of like a high promise, but also, yeah, I don't want to like under deliver, I don't know. It's interesting though. It's an interesting idea. Okay. Let's see. What do they say on their features page? Oh, that's funny. Okay, so something that helps people self-identify them as the target market. For developers who want to build. That doesn't really do anything for me. Why are people tired of modern web development? It's partly because of the setup time, configuring Webpack, configuring your state management, validating data, setting up the database is partly that, but it's also partly just the speed at which frameworks move. So we're not really solving that problem because we're literally introducing a new framework. Yeah. boilerplate setup time. I like zero configuration framework, but again, like that should be probably down here, right? Up here, we're talking more about, oh, not that these aren't good ideas, right? But there is a little setup time too, so I don't want to like lie about it. I don't want to be like, oh, you don't have to, set it up at all, because you have to install it, you have to generate the app, and then there's like some minor configuration. You don't have to do it out of the box. You can just do the default configuration. But this isn't about that. This is about the customer. So like, I guess who I really want to appeal to is indie hackers. So I'm going to go to indiehackers.com. I'm going to look at their podcast. And I'm also going to look at their tags here on the right. Growth. Ooh, I do want to get landing page feedback right after I'm ready with this. That's cool. Developers, AMA, daily stand-up, no code, podcasters, digital nomads, meta. Okay. Raw conversations with the founders behind profitable online businesses. No code. Find product market fit. Uh, hmm. Hmm. How about like, well, why is it for indie hackers? It helps them find product market fit faster by developing things faster and like getting feedback faster. Um, hmm. Could be something like design, then build, and then like have. No, it's talking about the process again. I don't know what to say here. So you're struggling as a independent web developer. You're trying to get something out the door. Who are you? You're an entrepreneur. You have a side project. And you just want to like test it out. Maybe something like test your side project. Like, or get your side project into people's hands. Something like that. Or like, I don't know, ship your side project. It's not bad. Because that's identifying the developer, the type of developer, right? They're working on a side project. I like this. And then it tells you how. So it's saying who you are, how you're going to ship it. It's just HTML and CSS. And then it's kind of like what's behind it. From idea to finished product in hours, not weeks. I like that. So we have that kind of here. And so you can ship real apps in days instead of months. Sorry, I just got cold in here. I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab a sweater. So I like that idea. Let's see. From idea to finished product in hours, not weeks. I like that. So do you think weeks, or do you think so I think it's like, I know everyone kind of like over promises in this space, but I think it's a little bit more accurate to say from idea to finished product in days, not months. But I don't know if that's not promising enough, you know? It's not like you can't get the idea to finished product in hours. Like I could ship something, I could just ship something in Remake in like an hour or two. Um, like probably even less, you know, like if it's just like a simple to-do app, I can ship that in 20 minutes. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I guess this makes sense. Okay, let's try it. So we'll put it here. From idea to finished product. Well, you're saying it's for the headline. I think it's long for the headline. Even if we do that, that's not bad though. Ship your side project. From idea to finished web app. Or to web app. I like ship your side project a little bit better. Because side project kind of captures a certain market that I think will excel with. And it could be like today, but that mirrors very much this headline. From idea to finished product in hours, not weeks. How about like, whether you're new to code or frustrated with modern development, you can ship your product in hours instead of weeks. From idea to finished product in hours, not weeks. Tired of spending... No. I don't want to start with a question. Hey, XOOOOO. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Ship your side project. Build out your idea and deploy it in hours instead of weeks. From idea to finished product. The only problem with what you've put, right, this one, is that it's so short that it, I mean, I guess it's fine. But it does kind of feel like just another headline after headline. Ship your side project. No, I do like it though. It captures it pretty well. Frustrated by how long it takes to build a web app. Get from idea to finished product in hours, not weeks. I don't know, dude. I guess we could just use this. Remake is for anyone who wants to get an idea out of their heads and into users' hands. Remake is for anyone who wants... yeah. Yeah. Does this top area too? Get a product into people's hands by tomorrow? Just curious. Yeah, also, Stephen, I'd be interested in what you think about this text, because we're thinking about making I'm in the process of making a video with this text. Oh, the frustrated part. So this is the text for a video that I'm currently making. I'd be curious if you think that that's too, like, markety, salesy type of stuff. Remake is for anyone who wants to get an idea turned into a web app in a matter of hours instead of weeks. And hours, not weeks. Remake is for anyone who wants to get an idea turned into a web app. I like that. It's decent. Okay, so let's ungroup that. Delete this cursor. Okay, so acquire new customers, engage users, develop across platforms. So these are the 3 benefits. We want to have 3 benefits here. Okay. So an alternate that my wife suggested is to remove the superpower part and say, like, don't you wish you had the power to fast forward into the future and see your finished product? And see a finished product in your customer's hands. And then Remake gives you this power. Do you think this one's better? Here, I'll post it. Okay, so I'm gonna say the 3 benefits that I know Remake has. One is that it helps you find product market fit. So we'll say that. Find product market fit. Release early versions and add new features quickly, getting lots of feedback early. Lots of feedback quickly. Something like that. It's not going to be that exactly. It needs to be release, startup school, find product market fit. There's a video here by this guy. Here we go. This is an excellent video. I would highly recommend anyone watch. I was not like super impressed at first,
something in common. We both started
but
businesses.
We're 14 months in. It's over a year.
how do I
We
mute?
still don't have product market fit. This was kind of an interesting moment in our history.
I wish I could go. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Need out.
Okay. Where are we? He has a really good diagram here. You know what? I copied it into a document somewhere. Let me just get that document. Okay, branding resources. There we go. And we'll go down to, I think it's this one. Yep. So rapidly test and build solutions. Get feedback quickly. And rapidly test and build new solutions so you can build something people love. It's too long. Get feedback quickly. Oh, you like the first one? Okay, good. I like that. So I don't have to change the script. I mean, I will change it if there's like a much better idea. But at this point, I'm kind of like a week away from launch, and I'm trying to just get this all put together and done. So I'm kind of settling for like, 80% or 90% good instead of like trying to make everything perfect. So iterate quickly on your, or rapidly build your idea and get feedback early so you can build something people love quickly. Yeah. Is it this video? The one I was just talking about? It really is one of the best videos I've seen. Rapidly build your idea. Rapidly build out your idea and start getting feedback. So you can be sure you're building the right thing. Rapidly. Oh. 80 or 90%? Huh? I forget. 80 or 90. Oh, you were commenting on. But who's the guy in the video? Rapidly build out your idea and get feedback early so you can build something people love. So you can be sure so you can build something people love. So you can rapidly build out your idea and it's about the cycle. So rapidly iterate on your product so you can get feedback often and build a product people love. Rapidly improve your product so you can get feedback often and build something people love. Okay, that's good. And then, so find product market fit. The other thing it helps you do, the other thing it's really good at, I've forgotten now. I mean, that's the main thing that it does. It helps you find product market fit. Find product market fit. What's another benefit of Remake? As far as your side project goes, how is it going to benefit? You're going to be able to change it quickly. You're going to be able to reorder things quickly. And you get like features built in out of the box. Hey, Rachel Rue, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Ship your side project. Okay, find product market fit. These could just be like sub things for this. Like it could be like ship early and often. That's not bad. It does help you do that because it has a deployment thing built in. And that's not really part of the rapidly improving your product. That's more the development flow. This is ship early and often. Well, that's good. And then there is something that I'm not remembering that it helps you do. I mean, it helps you build quickly, obviously, and that has its own benefits. What did she tell you to use instead? It is a kind of a weak word, I agree. Rapidly improve your product so you can get feedback often. So like this sentence would probably be stronger if it was like this. Get feedback often and build something people love by being rapidly iterating on your product. So I think that's probably why. She said don't use so, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, maybe because she thinks that the reason should come first. So you can, or no, the result should come first. Yeah. So instead of saying like, can you go to the store so I can make this cake? You can say like, I want to make this cake. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know why not to use so, but I do think that because you could use so either way. You could be, I want to make this cake, so can you go to the store? But yeah, no, maybe it is kind of a weaker word because it's kind of an integral word, but it's like very short. It's kind of like a subtle thing, I guess. Yeah, I think it's one of those things you can just kind of skip over. So you can kind of miss the crux of the point, you know? Find product market fit. Find product market fit. What else do indie makers care about? I'm an indie maker. What do I care about? Spend less time debugging. I'm not sure that's going to be true with the initial versions because it's in beta right now. There's probably going to be a little bit of hiccup getting started. Could be like spend less time configuring, more time building. Like find product market fit. I don't know if this belongs on the homepage for. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Find product market fit. Ship early and often. I like that, but I just want one of these bullet points to be about the deployment service, and I think this is more of a best practice here. And also, it's a headline, so it can't be so long. Find what do I most want to do with my startup? I want to be profitable, but we don't have, subscriptions built in yet, so that's not going to be a thing. Get feedback. That's part of the find product market fit cycle. It could just be the whole product market fit cycle spelled out here. I think that makes sense. Yeah. So, like, what is this? Like, build quickly or something? Like, launch early. Get feedback constantly. Find product market fit. Launch early. What was the thing I said before? Ship early and often. Launch early. Get feedback. Implement feedback often. Salvin, welcome to the stream. You're only like 2 hours late. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. I'm sorry, Salvin, I'm really sorry that you're not feeling that well lately. Oh no. Like in swampland, like at home or at work, or what's going on? Launch early, implement feedback often, find product market fit, build something people love. Work, interviews, more work. Oh no. Sick just made everything backlogged. Yep. Yep. My wife just went through something similar. She was sick for a whole week and she was out the whole week, and then she had to reschedule like 7 meetings all to like one day. It was like crazy, crazy. I feel bad for you. I'm sorry, Sullivan. That's really tough. Yep. That's not fun at all. Or did she just... Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Sullivan. Um, I don't know. I feel bad because you're already swamped. I really, really, really could honestly use your help. I could use anyone's help who would be willing to give me time. But I feel bad if you're already overwhelmed to give you more. Maybe I should let it cool off for a couple days at least, so you can get back on schedule and then reach out to you. I mean, I could give you work today. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's not a problem. I just worry for your own health, and I'd rather you recover than, burn yourself out with this. Um, okay, so I'm going to delete these because we've got those covered now. And then I think I don't need this headline anymore. A framework and a platform. It would be good to have that somewhere near the top. Maybe studying websites. Get a product into people's hands by tomorrow. For today, you're stuck, but tomorrow at lunch, you'll definitely have time. Maybe after work a bit too. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I could definitely use like your eyes on some code. We're writing a bunch of code for like the deployment, or I'm not, but Catalin is writing a bunch of code for the deployment service, and he could just use like a review on that. And then I also have a few tasks that I'm working on with the framework that could use some help. I do think maybe I need to go through a little bit of that with you in order for you to understand the problem. But I think that might be a good task. And then I also just like have a bunch of documentation and videos and stuff, and those could just use like feedback and like a second pair of eyes. Yeah, I could just like send you some code. We're actually probably gonna review some code today, but I don't know. Maybe for now you could help us with the landing page a little bit. We're in the middle of reorganizing everything. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, this weekend. Yeah, I'll definitely be working on Saturday. I'll probably be working on at least half a Sunday too, even though I don't like working on Sunday, but it's just going to be down to the wire. Planning on launching next Friday, but my wife did tell me that it would be okay if I pushed it back another week. So I might launch December 1st. I'm just kind of thinking about it. It's just the week of December 1st, I have to actually work, so it's going to be, it would maybe be not worth it because I'll be like in the middle of work, and then, yeah, it is a nice number, but let's see. What date? It's oh, it's a Sunday. Oh, I couldn't launch then. Product Hunt is like dead on Sunday. So I'd have to launch Monday. I guess I could switch days, right? I could not work Monday. I could push that to Thursday. So I could launch on the 2nd. 12/2. I don't know. Maybe. Just trying to think about it. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So Stephen and Sullivan and whoever else is out there, what do you guys think about Yeah, that's true. What do you guys think about this as the main headline for Remake? Get a product into people's hands by tomorrow. Because I think it is its main selling point. It really hammers that home, but I worry that it's not technical enough to like attract web developers. Well, it'd probably be more fair to call it a prototype at this point, just because it's a newer framework. But I mean, the idea is that it's a product. The idea is that you can use it in production and it should work and it should be reliable. So that's what we're going for. It's not just a prototype. Yeah, it's a new framework though. So yeah, MVP. I think no, it would scale. I think it would scale to like thousands of users. I just think it wouldn't scale that great beyond that. But no, I think it's scalable. And I think a lot of indie makers, people who probably use this, I think they would be happy with like a dozen customers, or 100. No, not yet, but I will. We're also going to use like a super big server. We're going to use like a 16 core, like 300 gigabyte memory like server. I don't know, something crazy. Um, so yeah, it should be pretty good. Yeah. Well, I got all these. I was in the startup school for Y Combinator, so I was able to get credits from DigitalOcean. So I have like I can I can get like $1,000 server and it's fine. Not that I would want to like use that except for the launch day. I don't want to like abuse their generosity. I did not not Y Combinator, the main program. I didn't get into that. I applied to that, but I didn't get in. But I did the startup school. So that's like a more informal thing. Anyone can get in. You just have to sign up. Wait, what? I didn't get into Y Combinator. Anyone can sign up for startup school. Yeah. No, I didn't get into Y Combinator. Yeah, no, it was super fun, and I got to meet with like other startup founders every week, and we like did a video call and kept each other motivated. But instead of this, what I'm thinking is like, I don't know, like a new way to build web apps, right? Which is like more technical and more direct instead of like get a product into people's hands by tomorrow, which is more like, like it's like, yes, it's kind of exciting, but it's also like, what do you mean by that, right? Whereas like, oops, new way to build web apps. This is kind of clearer about what it is. Now you're thinking, oh, okay, maybe it's a platform, maybe it's a framework, it's something to do with code, right? I'm just worried that like if people come here and they see this, they might, and like I'm not going to have this headline anymore. I want them to still know what it is, that it's a framework and a platform. I don't know. What do you guys think? Get a product into people's hands by tomorrow, and then we'll do another version over here. And we'll do like two other versions. So another version might be like build a web app with just HTML, and another version might be like a new way to build web apps. So what do you guys think of those three versions? I mean, this one really sells the benefits, right? And it's not like the subheading doesn't tell you what it is. It's like it's going to tell you, helps you create fully functional web apps with just HTML, so you can build, launch, and test new ideas quickly. So it kind of works. I'm just worried that the framework and the platform part is going to be lost. But I guess all you have to do is like scroll down here and you'll know. I guess we could have something up here where we leave this section and maybe we say like a new way to build web apps here. Are you guys there? Yeah, you're there. Okay. Oh, wait, you're probably working on other stuff. Sorry. Okay, a framework and a platform, a new way to build web apps. And then we could put this in there. I know Steven said it was too technical, and also my wife said it was too technical. But we could maybe sneak this in here. Ugh, I don't know what headline it would have. I don't know, something like this. No, it's too technical. It's too technical for the second thing on the page. That's insane. Okay, so instead, wait, what were you saying? The third one sounds good? Which one? Build a web app with just HTML, a new way to build web apps, or get a product into people's hands by tomorrow. Framework and a platform. What do we put up there? Framework and a platform. Okay, you like that one. I like that one too. What can we put here? Because I want to start off telling them it's a framework and a platform. It might not make sense though. I think maybe, we could just, so let's delete those. We could just move this stuff up there and have the headline be like that. What do you guys think? This or I think I can't have this background here either. Let's instead have a underline. It looks good. Okay, see you soon, Selvin. You meant moving the ship the side project section higher. Higher than it is right now? Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. I don't know why this underline is like tripping me up so much. I guess it could just be black, right? Yeah, that's fine. You know what I kind of like? This is gonna be weird. Also, like a really weird thing to be spending time on right now, David. Just gotta say that. Very weird thing to be spending time on. Okay. Perfect. Maybe get rid of the underline? I don't know. That's kind of cute. It's a little weird. Okay, whatever. I don't know what to do about it. I guess just the simple underline is nice, but I don't know why it feels so off to me. It feels so off. I guess if it's just subtle, that's better. Okay, cool. Steven, I won't know what to do without you, but that's okay. I'll see you soon. Let's try this as pink. Oof, it's a little bright. Okay. Framework and a platform. Okay, we got that, we got that, we got that. Ooh, I'm very happy with it. Okay, so almost ready for feedback. Let's move this testimonial up. I guess we're going to keep it, even though we have the other testimonial there. We'll leave it. That looks good. And then we'll have, I think we'll just end the page right after that. So you're going through here, you're like, da 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 da, okay, yeah, oh, that's cool, yep, oh, yep, okay, and then footer. I think that makes sense. Although maybe the developer resources make sense too. And let's see, this could be a white background. 1, 2. 1, 2. Man, I really didn't consider how long this was really going to take, but I guess I should have figured. This underline is still throwing me the heck off. I guess, you know what? It should just be higher up. Maybe just black. Just make it dark and make it higher. And this wide. I mean, at this point, why not just make it underlined, right? It's not great, but it's better than it was. Yeah, it's really not great. I don't know why it's throwing me off so much. I guess what I could do that I would be pretty happy with is this. Right about there. I'll just decrease this to maybe width of 12. And then let's go with, what happened? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Go with that. A little bit smaller. No, that's not good. What is this? What is happening? I mean, it doesn't really even have to have okay. Let's try one more time. We'll grab a color from here somewhere. What kind of a, I think a brown. I think we could do this one. It's kind of a dark, oh, that's just black. Let's try again. Do we got any browns here? Nope. Okay, let's go to the images, I guess. Got some icons 8 images here. And we'll go into Pablo. Okay. There should be a good brown here somewhere. I mean, that's a pretty dark brown, I think. Looking for something a little bit lighter, maybe. Nope, not really. Okay, well, let's just play around, I guess, with it. See if we can find something on our own. Something that's like not poop colored. That's not bad. I do not mind that. Okay, so we'll do this. Go down one. Okay, so let's full screen this. Let's look at it again. Calls attention to itself a little bit too much, but it's not too bad. Okay, so we've got this remake home features pricing. I think maybe up one. No. Does it need to be smaller? I don't know why that detail is taking me off guard so much. We'll just leave it. Okay, cool. So join the Twitch, the launch live stream. Home features pricing documentation. Why use remake? A framework and a platform, a new way to build web apps. Ship your side project. Launch early. Okay, build something people love. Launch early. How about like build quickly? Add improvements easily. Easily. Launch early, build quickly, iterate, improve, constantly. I like that. That's good. It's better than it was, I think. Oh, ship your side project. Okay, so this should say something about what the section is. Maybe like for startups, for makers, for indie makers. For our helping makers ship. It's not too bad. That's not bad. Get a product into people's hands by tomorrow. Da da da. Framework on platform. Ship your side project. I want to say something about like no thinking required, but it's a too big of a promise, and it also maybe implies that they're stupid slightly, which is like not something I would ever want to imply to anyone, but also something that developers might take particular offense to. How about like low code, fast results? I like that. Then we have low code on the home page, which I really like. Low code, fast results, ship your side project, superpowered HTML, full stack node framework. Nice. Trusted by entrepreneurs and makers. This section is a little weird. Oh, yeah, I think the image is supposed to be aligned with the bottom. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, then learn at your own pace. Then developer resources and chat. Okay, I really like this homepage now. So now we have a few sections we're still not using. This section, for example, this section. Delete those. So now we have the features page. So we'll say like the batteries included, web app framework, the batteries included web app framework. Keeping things easy on the brain. This is probably not going to be the subtitle, but I kind of like it. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek. It's kind of fun. Then I still got to fill in these images. Okay, and Kanban board with to-do items and sortable lists. Choose your own ending multiple choice game for your daily to-dos, updates, and a journal for your daily to-dos, updates. No, I like dashboard better. A dashboard for your daily tasks and updates. Okay, so there's that, and then what's possible. I think I like having that on the features page. I'm not sure about putting what's possible in this blue area. But that's fine for now. Maybe it just needs to be less opaque, something like that. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit nicer. So now we've got the features, the what's possible, and then we're going to put this right after it. Learn at your own pace. And then I guess we'll just put the footer, I guess. Should we put the developer resources? Okay, that's good. So now we've got features. Now we need pricing and documentation. Oh, we used the what's possible section, so that's good. So now we've got this section and this section. Nice. So we finished the first 2 pages, I think. I mean, I'll still need a lot of feedback from people, but I'm pretty happy with them. I think the end of the page should maybe be like a getting started thing. But I'll send these both to everyone in the chat as soon as I'm done with them. Coding Kev says, how are you going to get this from a Sketch mockup into an actual HTML and CSS? Never work with Sketch. So luckily this design was from a template, so it came with Sketch files, but there's also the HTML template, which I can show you. So this is the original template. So it already has all of these components in there, and they're already built out, and they're actually already responsive too, which is super nice. Yeah, I don't know why this ended up in there. It's a little weird. So I'll have to fix maybe 1 or 2 things, but for the most part, it just works. And I'll just have to move around the components and fill them out with content. Yeah. So that's the answer. Normally I'd be up for building something like this for myself, but that would take like an extra week probably. So Coding Kev says, what's the point in building it in Sketch first then, instead of just starting with the HTML? Also, what is the name of the template? I believe the name of the template is called Foundation. Oh, this is way out. Oh, that's because I modified it. So it's if you go to niceverynice.com and you go to this one, Foundation, you can see it right here. And what's the point in building it in Sketch first instead of just starting with HTML? So the point is, if I just started with the HTML, it would be a lot of building, a lot of configuration, and not a lot of thinking about the content and how it fits together and if it makes sense. Hey Sullivan, welcome back. So I like to get I like focus on one thing at a time. Like I'm focused on the copywriting and the layout right now, and then I'll be able to just implement it without even thinking, right? I'll just be thinking about the HTML and the CSS and the structure of the page, like and how to implement it, and I won't be thinking, oh, does this word sound right or not? Oh, do I need more feedback on this? And if there's a major piece of feedback, like someone's like, I don't like this module at all, I don't have to be like, oh man, I spent 30 minutes or an hour building that module and now I have to remove it. Instead, it's just in a design program. This is a really light way of building out, like if I want to move this module in HTML and CSS, it takes a while, but if I want to move it in a design file, it's just like select it all, group it, drag it up, boom, done. And it's not like that kind of thing would take that long in HTML and CSS, but it does take longer. So it's just, this is a nicer way of thinking about things and planning them out in advance. So you can just focus on one thing at a time. Yeah, it's like I've been doing this for a long time, so I used to just go right into the HTML, and I realized that I wasn't doing my best work when I did that. But it took me a long time to learn. Okay, so we've got the features page, we've got the home page. Welcome back, Sullivan. It's good to have you back. I think for the pricing page, we're just going to do these 3 sections. So let's just drag these out here. And we're going to delete this, and I think we're going to just have this same template. And I'll delete this, delete all of this. Okay, we'll leave that heading. Okay, and we're going to drag all of this in here. And we're going to use this type of heading. Whew, geez, okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. So we're going to use this type of heading. So we need to think of a heading for the pricing page, which I already kind of did. I already kind of brainstormed it a little bit. So this is what I was thinking. Let's group this and decrease the size by 70%. So we can zoom in. Okay, so we're thinking deploy remake apps. Doesn't make sense. You have to say something about the plans. So I think we're going to say like, maybe like pick a plan, deploy a remake web app. I don't know, something like this maybe. Then, no, that's not it. So we're gonna have it be free totally. So maybe we should just say that at the top. Maybe like something like the following plans are only relevant for like non-early adopters. Get in now while you can. Something like that. I don't know. How about like pick your plan, deploy your app. Zero config Zero configuration deployments. Zero config deployments. Zero config deployment. Pick your plan, deploy your app. That's not too bad. I'll ungroup this and delete this, grab this, drag it to the top. I think. I'm not sure if that actually belongs. No, it belongs under here. I'm not sure. I kind of like it maybe at the top. That's not bad. And then this. Okay, so now we've got this, and this, and this. I'll drag these down. Okay, so somewhere around there. Okay. We'll say it's like starter, professional, and corporate, I guess. And we want to say like these are all free. So I don't know exactly how to do that. Semi off topic is nice, very nice, working for you guys. Wanted to look at the template, but the page is not loading. Maybe a geo-blocking thing in good old commie Europe. So you could also go to, shoot, what is that? There's a site where they sell them. Design assets. I don't know, I forget, I always buy things from these people, but I can't. Creative Market. Ooh, design assets purchase this is the first result. So you can also find it here, Creative Market. And if you search for, maybe if you search for foundation, I think they didn't call it the same thing. Oh, I probably have it in my cart though. So I think I almost bought it. Nope. Let's search for nice, very nice. I bet you'll find it there. Let's go to a place and we'll make sure this is the username. And then we'll say nice, very nice instead. Nope. Okay. Nice dash. Very nice. Oh my goodness. Templates. I think they only have a few mobile and web ones. So you'll probably find it here. Responsive. Okay, nice, you got it. That's the one. Okay. So now pick your plan, deploy your app. Zero config deployments. So I think I want to use this badge up here at the top for all of them. And I want to say something like free for early adopters. And then I'm going to paste it. Oh, shoot. Okay. So we'll grab it, paste it, bring it to the front. And we're going to, what? Oh, it's so annoying. Grab it, paste it, bring it to the front, and push it over. Now, is it in front? It is in front now. Okay, weird. Okay, so we got this. Then we're going to go in here. We're going to fill it, but we're going to fill it with this one. And we're going to drag it so that it hits the top of this. Yep, they're aligned. Okay. So I guess this one doesn't really need to be highlighted, actually. So we can actually just push it back, I think. Let's remove its shadow. Oh. Oh. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. So we need to give it a border now. Okay, not bad. Not exactly the color we wanted, but I think I just missed the exact color. Okay, nice. Oh, so yep. So we got this. We're gonna drag this over here too, and by the way, if you're looking for templates, Coding Kev, let me know, because I have other suggestions too. I mean, this one is a really nice template. I really like it, so I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to use it. But I also have a bunch of other resources that you might be interested in. Because I've been researching this nonstop for the past week. Not nonstop, but a lot. Okay, so we'll go with, I think, free. I think it's going to be, maybe we'll do $5 a month. $5 a month, $15 a month, and 75, 65. Just making up prices here. For startups and entrepreneurs. It's perfect for individuals and indie makers. So you said, do you know of a template that includes a landing page as well as a post-login user area dashboards? You can buy individually, but I would like the design to be consistent. Okay, so I will, I don't know anything exactly like that, but I will post the resources that I have, which are really good resources because I've been researching this for a while, like I said. I think there's one more here that I would add. So the guy who built this one also built a Bootstrap builder. So I'm just going to look at who it's powered by, products. Whoa! Who knew? This is cool, huh? Whoa. This is crazy. This guy built a builder for website builders. Oops. That's really cool. And he's charging for it. Like, he productized the thing that he's using to build the services that he's oops. Right down here. Okay. Okay, so these are kind of the options there are for that I've found for like really easy to set up landing pages. And I wouldn't suggest that you try to find one that includes the post login user area, because that just might limit your search too much. I mean, you could find something like that, but honestly, it's going to limit your search and you're going to end up with something maybe a little lower quality. But if you want to do something like that, what I would recommend is doing the Bootstrap Shuffle or the Tailwind build. And these are like website builders that export code that then you can use on your site. And they're built with like, so Tailwind is built with a CSS framework called Tailwind. So it'll kind of show you like how to organize that code, and then you can use Tailwind to extend it. And Tailwind is a really, really nicely supported framework. The other thing I would look into actually though is the Tailwind Twitter account, because they're right now building exactly what you're talking about, and they're going to release them soon as a paid thing. No, this isn't it. Adam Watham. So this guy, follow this guy, because this is going to be amazing when he comes out with these. So you can look at what he built. So 2.5 hours of work with his Tailwind CSS library, and he built this, which is a really, really elegant, beautiful, pretty responsive Trello clone theme. It's pretty nice. And he's building a bunch of templates, like marketing templates, like what you're talking about. You can kind of see what those are. This one. So you want to look at Tailwind UI. So yeah, he's gonna handcraft these components and templates for pretty much every part of an application. And they're really modern looking, they're really beautiful looking. They're probably gonna be like $150 or something. Like, I don't know, he charges a lot of money for his stuff, but it's also, I don't know, worth it, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure it's actually worth it. So, I don't know, I'd look into it. It's kind of like the highest quality stuff you can find out there. But the other resources I sent you to are really good. I'll actually edit this at the bottom and say like, or wait for this. Oh no, it looks like an ad because this is the only working link. Tailwind UI. Okay. Cool. Okay, so yeah, he's also a nice person to follow on Twitter. Highly recommend. Yeah, that's a really cool book. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm like kind of looking forward to someday buying it. Steve. There is Steve. Twitter, red UI. If you want like a preview of that book, you should go to this Twitter thread. It's a really, really, really nice Twitter thread that will pretty much show you from the ground up how to build, like how to be a designer, like how to be a web designer. That's like pretty good at their job. He's just very thoughtful about web design and how he makes things, and he explains things in like really good detail. Like here, he's like, okay, don't do this. Instead, like make the name bolder instead of bigger, right? So it's more obvious. And then, obviously make this a link, make this like not as important by graying it out a little bit, but keep it the same font size. And then like here, you're gonna make the text lighter, not smaller, so that it like flows better. And then, you're just gonna like decrease the lightness, so that, it's kind of in the same color kitchen, but not, a totally different color. And then bolder again, bolder, not bigger. So like this looks like a Twitter card or something. Like this looks very professional, and then this looks kind of like someone just not threw it together. Like a good designer did this, but it's also like a little bit rough around the edges, and he's just like teaching you every step of the way like how to do it a little bit nicer, which is pretty cool. And he does that like a ton in this Twitter thread. And this Twitter thread is probably worth like a good $30. Like you could charge access to that probably. Yeah, it's definitely one of the best things on the internet that I've found. Okay, so let's get back to this. I think I'm almost done with the stream because I'm kind of getting tired. Let's see what this looks like on this page. So if I delete, but I'll probably stream for like a good like half an hour or more. Yeah, this is nice. I like that. Okay. Hey, another TV viewer. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. I think that's good. Okay, and then we'll drag this over here. Unfortunately, you just don't have an eye for design. You enjoy building clean architecture on the back and side, so let's hope I make it and can hire a full-time front-end designer or front-end developer. Yeah, I think yeah, it's definitely a skill that takes a long time to like get a feel for, but that Twitter thread will definitely help you. And you definitely want to know like some design before hiring someone, because you want to make sure they know what they're talking about. But yeah, that's definitely important to have a designer. I think, let me think, how could you hack that? Yeah, there's a lot of, okay, I'm going to tell you like the best hack to that ever. Okay, are you ready? I don't know how experienced you are, but if you're pretty experienced with an architecture on the back-end side, you'll probably like this. So have you ever heard of material design components? This is an open source project by Google where they're designing web components that are beautiful and usable. And so they remove a lot of the thinking for like building them yourself. This is the development side of it. Okay, so this is the design side of it. And you can see, like this is a button, it has a really nice interaction. This is an outline button, has a really nice interaction. This is a text button, has a really nice interaction. Now, that's not the cool thing about this. I mean, it's one of the one of the cool things about it, because they have all these different things, right? Even just like lists, they have, the list items, right? Or for the cards, this is like a really nice one too. They have like the card title and the secondary thing. But the really cool thing is the anatomy sections in the specification. So they tell you exactly, where to put things. And if you scroll down, they'll tell you exactly like the sizing. So like you can go to the bottom here and you can see, where is it? Steven, sorry. Yeah. Thank you for wishing me luck. Oh, you won't be able to watch the live stream. Oh, that's too bad. Well, I really appreciate you stopping by. Do you think you'll be able to make it tomorrow or Friday to the stream? I think I'll be streaming those days. It'd just be good to get more of your feedback. Or maybe you could send me a message on Twitter. Have we already connected on Twitter? I forget. But if you could send me a message on Twitter, maybe I can send you the design when it's done, like to your email, and then you could just like give me some feedback. I think it would really help. It's your call, but that would be cool. Okay, perfect. Wow, that's brave posting that there. Okay, I will definitely email you. Now Google knows your email too. Sorry. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. I'll email you soon. Okay, so yeah, so just so you know, Kevin, this will show you like the material design components will show you like how to space things and where to put things. Yeah, see you later. Great. It was great getting your feedback today. I really appreciate it a lot. Have a great day and a great weekend if I don't see you. So yeah, so they'll show you like exactly the size and the spacing. Like they're saying like put 16 pixels between the picture and your left area and like make the heading area 40 pixels high total and align it to the bottom. And so they're going to show you like all these rules, these very specific rules about how to fit a design together. And after like reading through a few of the specifications, you'll kind of get a feel for it. And you'll end up designing something that looks pretty nice just based on their design guidelines. And they even have one for like, I think tables, data tables. If we go to data tables, this one's really nice too. Really nicely designed tables, very simple, easy to use. They have like areas for status, areas for sorting, and they tell you, again, how everything should be spaced out, you know, how it should look, you know, when you do different things. It's like very in-depth, detailed rules about designs, design spacing and colors and typography and the shape, and it's very, very interesting. It's helped me wrap my head around design a lot. So I'd recommend checking that out. And they also have the develop part of it. And you can actually download and use all the material design components from GitHub, which is like really, really cool. Okay, so not sure if that was interesting to you, but okay, nice. Yeah, it's really, really useful just for like getting something up and having it looks consistent, and yeah, it's nice. Perfect for individuals. Individuals, solo dev, beginners, solo devs, and indie makers. Perfect for small startups, entrepreneurs, and small businesses, for businesses and entrepreneurs. Perfect for medium and large companies with that's fine. Okay, and I think we're going to replace this button with this. No, actually we're going to replace this button with this. So drag that on top of that. No, we're just going to leave it how it is. it's fine. It looks nice, I think. And the rules are going to be one app, no custom domain, web app, no custom domain, wonder why the spacing's off. Oh, that's why. Say like community support. $29. Okay. Up to 3 apps. I will say up to 2 web apps, no custom domain, community support. I'll say up to 5 web apps, custom domain, and we'll say like 2-day support, or like within, I don't know what to say, like support, or we'll say like email support, email and community support. Okay. Yep. Deleted. Okay. We'll just delete this altogether and drag these in. These check marks are tiny. I didn't even get them. Okay, 25, I think that's right. Yep, okay. So we'll say up to 10 web apps. Custom domains. And we'll say priority support. We'll say like 95, I guess. I mean, whatever. It's just it's just an experiment for now. Okay. I think that's all we're gonna do for now. I do have to have an X here. But yeah, I think that's all we're gonna do for now. I will be on hopefully tomorrow or Friday. I will see you guys around Solvent. I'll reach out to you. I don't know if you left already. But thank you all for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Check out remaketheweb.com, and also if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Panfora on Twitter. And if you follow me and message me, send me a note about Remake or whatever you're working on, I'll give you feedback, and maybe I can send this design to you and get you can comment on it or send me feedback, and we can connect via email. Okay, well, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a really good night and a good weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. Bye.